Hi guys, welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome to Team Call. So we're going to talk about a couple things tonight. I posted in the team page asking what you guys wanted to hear about on a team call, and 3 of the 4 comments were about content and social media. So we're going to just do a social media school presentation. I've done this before, but I thought it would be a good refresher. Sometimes you hear things differently or you take things differently, or maybe if you feel like you're struggling with your brand, this might help you get some clarification on that. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let's see here and present. Okay, can everyone see that? Good, yes? Okay, cool. So how to build a brand around you and not your product. So a lot of newer coaches, newer to working their business, doesn't really matter when you signed up, but newer to working your business, well, a lot of times default to talking about the products in their post, which is fine on occasion, but people are not going to join because of the products that you're selling. And I know that sounds really silly, but this is social media and you aren't technically that company. So Nordstrom selling to me in my email, like I'm expecting that. I want to buy clothes, but people aren't on social media necessarily to buy. They're on there to be social. So if you want to be successful at social selling, you need to get good at talking about your experiences and how things are working for you. I had a new coach reach out to me who only expressed interest in the discount, and all of a sudden she's going to meet someone about coaching for coffee this week and was asking tips. And I said, I find that most people don't really care about the facts, as in how many superfoods are in Shakeology or how many workouts we have. They want to know why you love it and why it's working for you, because then in their head, that's what's in it for them. So people want to know what's in it for them, right? Like people don't really give a shit about superfoods, honestly, right? They just want to know why they should drink it, why they should use these kind of workouts. Okay, so you want to build your product around you because people are only going to join you if they trust you. They can get Beachbody from anywhere. Literally, they can buy Beachbody stuff on Amazon. Why should they buy it from you specifically? And they're only going to choose you if they know, like, and trust you. And the fastest way for you to get a lot of people to know, like, and trust you is to be present on social media and help us learn and take us on a journey. So if you're ever posting this idea of trying to sell something, you probably won't sell a lot, okay? But if you post with the idea to add value to somebody's life, to brighten their day, to give them some knowledge, to make them smile, to make them stop and think, you probably will end up selling a lot, okay? So we're going to talk about who are you, why are you doing this, how to share versus sell, and I'm going to show you some examples, and then just some technical stuff, right? Okay, so here's some social media platforms. There's a lot. Now there's TikTok and all kinds of stuff, right? But these are kind of the main. Facebook and Instagram, also Pinterest. I know a lot of people still use Snapchat and people use Twitter. I mainly stick with Facebook and Instagram. I just don't want to be on any other platforms. 2 is enough for me to spend my time on. But there's also things like YouTube, which I think is a great idea because, again, we don't own social media. So if Mark Zuckerberg decided he doesn't want Facebook and Instagram anymore, who are you going to talk to? So this is one of the main reasons why every coach that's on this call and considers themselves somebody who's working the business should have a survey with a link in their bio on Instagram so you can be capturing people's emails. Because again, if Facebook and Instagram were to go away, who are you going to talk to, right? You need other ways to communicate with people. So capturing emails is a great idea, even if you still communicate with them through Messenger. As long as you are creating an email list, you are ahead of the game, okay? Okay, so think of your social media as a magazine. What can your readers expect? So who are you and what are your 5 to 6 most important roles in life? If I am a reader of Cosmopolitan magazine, I mean, I don't really pick up magazines, but if I was, I would pick up a magazine like that. I want to know about all things, women related, probably health and fitness, probably fashion, probably skincare. If I opened Cosmo and it was talking about hunting and fishing and rifles, I would be really confused. So are you sticking to the things that you consider to be your brand on social media? Or are you just throwing up willy-nilly anything and posting for the sake of posting? Because if you are doing that, I'm going to ask you to stop doing that now, because if you're just posting to post and you're not adding any value to your followers, it's basically pointless. And when I say value, I don't mean like, some long drawn out, super deep thing. Those are going to be there on occasion, right? But adding value is you showing up with a smile and a kind word to your followers. Adding value is you showing up saying, today was really hard for me, but I leaned into my team, I leaned into this, and I was able to get things done. Value, sometimes when people say, well, I don't have any value to add, because as women, for some reason, we downplay our strengths or how important we are, which is really silly, right? But you showing up is probably the best value that you can provide for people, because whether you realize it or not, people are counting on you, okay? If you stop showing up, somebody will notice. So when you did your coming out as a coach post, you made a commitment to those people that you were going to show up and take them on a journey. So if you haven't done that, you need to start doing that now. And if you're not having the success you were hoping for, that might be a big reason why. I think especially for new coaches, it is so important to take us from day one to day end, whatever it is of your program, 30, 60, 90, 100, whatever it is, and take us through that whole journey the first few times you do a program. Like I'm 5 years in, like I don't need to put up like day 97 of 100 anymore, right? I'm still going to talk about it. I'm still going to show my halfway mark results. I'm still going to show my end results every time. But I think for newer coaches, like it's so important that you show us a journey from start to finish on at least 1 or 2 programs, for sure 1, right? Because you said in your coming out as a coach post, follow along and support me in my journey. So if you're not taking me on a journey, how can I support you? Okay, so your 5 roles, 5 or 6, you figure out what those are to you. And then those 5 or 6 things is what you post about. So number your paper 1 through 5, 1 through 6, and you figure out the 5 to 6 things that are most important to you in your life. And this is just a freebie. Coach should be one of them. If it's not, that in there is the problem, okay? So make sure that coach is one of your roles. Because if you're trying to work your business, but have your rest of your life over here, that is also probably a reason why you're not having the success you're looking for. You have to put them together. Beachbody fits into your life, okay? Just like everything else does, okay? So it's not Beachbody life over here, my real life over here. No. They're intertwined, right? That's why I always say all roads lead back to coaching. You're a more patient mom, it's because you're a coach. You're a more present wife, it's because you're a coach. You're a better, more loyal friend, it's because you're a coach. You're more organized, you're more confident, you're more whatever, it's because you're a coach, okay? Because why? Because the team is the opportunity. So these are the things, and I think I stay pretty true to them. If you were to go to my Instagram, just because that's a better snapshot than Facebook, right? You would see that I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a health and fitness coach, I love fashion, and Friends and Disney are my 2 favorite things, right? So you're gonna see those things repeatedly from me, because those are my 5, 6 roles in life. So those are the things that I should see from you. And notice how besides one of these, I am in every one of these pictures. Okay? It's not pictures of a tree or a lake or a dog. I'm in the pictures because I'm the brand. So if I'm not in the picture, who's going to stop and look at it, right? People are coming to Dani Detra Fitness's page. So Dani Detra should be present in those pictures. So you have to get comfortable real fast with taking a lot of photos of yourself. And it's not annoying, okay? Look at other coaches for inspiration. Go to brands that you like for inspiration on different poses you can do. Find a different wall in your house. If every picture is in front of the same wall, let's switch it up, okay? Do it from a different angle, okay? So nobody's asking you to be an over-the-top, super creative photographer, right? Obviously, we have some of those on the team, but I don't consider myself to be a creative photog. Like, I struggle for inspiration, but I can move around my house or go outside and take a different picture. I can put in that kind of effort. I can sit down, I can stand up, I can flex an arm, I can put an arm up, right? Just try different things. You're gonna feel a little silly. I still do sometimes, right? But just get comfortable being uncomfortable, because this entire journey is uncomfortable because it's new, but it's so worth it. And then the things that make you uncomfortable at first, after you do them a few million times, you won't feel uncomfortable, right? Like asking a stranger to take a picture of you and your husband instead of saying, oh, well, we didn't have anyone to take a picture of us, right? Ask a stranger on the beach to take a picture so you can put your husband, because I'd probably say that's probably the most forgotten role for most people, okay? I mean, myself included. I mean, John's not a huge fan of pictures, but, you know, he's not represented in every one of my 9 squares, so I need to work on that, right? Because being a wife is my #1 role. So I need to work on that. But make sure that you're representing all of your roles in your thing. And notice that each one of these pictures is totally different. It's good to have a good variety of pictures, right? Not the same wall, same pose every single time. Okay. So what made you say yes to coaching? If you're ever struggling for ideas of what to post about, talk about coaching. Okay. You will notice that probably 99.9% of my posts are about coaching. Why? Because I want coaches on the team. Okay, challengers, customers, they are awesome. I love them. The Lemon Loft is one of my favorite places to be. It is so uplifting and supportive. But my favorite thing is the team. My favorite thing is the coaches I get to work with and the women I get to be friends with because of this team. I'm never going to be hanging out with my customers, but I will be hanging out with my coaches. Okay? So what made you say yes to coaching? Was it something your coach did or said? Share this. And don't miss opportunities to invite people to do what you're doing. I will read some awesome posts from you guys, and I get to the bottom and there is no call to action. And I'm just like, oh God, that's just what a waste. Okay? So if you're gonna tell me a story of whatever, overcoming, perseverance, success, struggle, I don't care what it is, and then you're not gonna invite me to join you, that was a waste. Okay, and you can't worry about, well, I did a call to action yesterday. Great. Do another one, because let's not be naive and think that 1, everyone sees our stuff, 2, everyone reads our stuff. Okay, so we're working against an algorithm and millions of people posting. So you got to make sure that every single day you're putting it out there that people can join you. I'm not even kidding you. Last year, a girl who's been my friend the entire time I've been a coach on social media was like, yeah, I never knew how to join you. You didn't see every call to action, every poll, every click this link that I did every day for the last 4 years, right? People are very confused. So let's make it easy for them and put a call to action. So what were your fears and objections? Make a list. And anytime you're struggling for a post, share that. What were you afraid of before you signed up? And share this consistently, because there's still people out there with the same reservations and objections that you had before you signed up. I know the same for me. I talked about this in my story the other day, and Rachel, who's new on our team, she's like, this is exactly why I was so afraid to sign up. Everything you just said. I'm like, well, I'm glad that you pushed past that, because it's not true. Right? Like, people think they know, but they have no idea. So it's our job to educate them. And we do that through our posts and through our stories, right? Okay. So how is coaching different than what you assumed it was? I one time asked on my social media, I was working on a training for you guys, and I asked on my social media, like, what are your reservations against becoming a coach, or why haven't you ever reached out for information, or network marketing kind of thing? I can't remember exactly what I asked. And the majority of them were like, how are you successful without preying on people? Holy mackerel. So there's a lot of fear and assumptions that goes into it. And I'm like, well, I don't prey on people. That's psychotic, right? And like, you know, I don't want to bug my friends and family to buy stuff they don't want. And it's like, nobody has to buy anything they don't want. But what we don't do is we don't decide for people. We ask, we let them make the decision. They say yes or no, we keep moving forward, right? So people have a lot of reservations, fear. You know, I'm talking to a girl right now who's a personal trainer, and she's like, I'm just so freaked out about this whole thing. What? Like, it's really not that big of a deal. If you don't like it, you just fill out a 4-question form, and it's like it never happened, right? Like, the world will continue to turn. Everything is fine, but people build it up as this huge thing, right? Because somebody put a bad taste in their mouth. So it's our job to continually educate people on our personal experience, how we felt before, how we feel now, and how did we get from there to here? What made us click and say, I'm going to do this, right? Those are great things to talk about, because you're going to help your followers who have reservations click and say, okay, I'm going to do this. Because that's what you want, right? You want people to join you. So you need to be able to speak to those fears and reservations so that they do. Okay, so sharing versus selling. Again, I think this is really hard for people, even though it should not be. But people are going to buy from you because they like you, not because it's Beachbody, right? Like, you know, I've had people inquire, and then I'm like, oh, it's Beachbody. And they're like, oh, you do Beachbody? Like, they had no idea, right? Which is crazy to me. I feel like I bleed Beachbody blue. I feel like it's really obvious that I'm a coach, but, you know, some people don't pay attention. But so what's a good way to sell without selling? Well, when Pumpkin Spice debuted, I could have posted this picture, which is not, you know, ugly, of a shaker cup and 2 pumpkins. Or I could post this adorable baby holding Pumpkin Spice Shakeology and say I have a big announcement, right? To gain people's interest, right? So for me, and how I view things, if I had seen the shaker cup, I would have scrolled right by. I wouldn't even have liked it, right? But if I saw this baby, I would have been like, what is she holding? Why is she in this pumpkin shirt? Like, my wheels would have been turning. I at least would give it a like, because she's adorable, right? So there's, you know, again, new coaches will default to the product, and it's like, people can buy a product from anywhere. They don't need to see it on your feed. And if you don't want to be annoying, don't do that. So there's a difference between product placement, like having your shake somewhere in your picture, or having your Energized cup in your picture kind of thing. But you don't need a shaker cup that says Shakeology on it to get people interested in Shakeology. And now remember, everything I'm talking about is for your posts. Anything, like if you're talking about your Shakeology and how you're making it, that is great for your stories, because again, that's real time. People can get to know, and you absolutely should be putting that in your stories if you don't want to get pushback on people buying challenge packs, right? So if you only ever show and talk about workouts, don't be confused when people only want to buy workouts from you, okay? When I send the graphic to people about the challenge pack options, the majority of people will say, what's the performance stack? And I get to say, it's the yellow stuff I drink every morning in my story, okay? Because I have that social proof. So if you aren't showing that, you can't say that. And then they're not going to most likely buy that, right? Because they've never seen that from you. So that's really confusing, okay? So there's a time and place for products. I don't think it's on your feed. You can put them in your stories, but can you talk to people about it? Not just put a picture of a bag of Shakeology and be like, my superfood shake, you need this. Like, why do I need it? What does it do? What's in it? How do you make it? What does it taste like? Why do you give it to your baby? Why are you drinking it as a pregnant person? What does it do for you? Like, and when I say talk, that's not text. Like what I'm doing right now is what you should be doing in your stories, right? So there's a lot of things that we can be doing to make our objections a lot less. Not to say that you won't get them. I get ghosted, I get ignores, I don't do shakes all the freaking time, every single day, right? But I also get a lot of yeses and zero objections about getting either Shakeology or the Performance Stack because they see me using it every single day and talking about it all the time, right? And giving it to my daughter. I've had so many people be like, I want to get the shakes that you and your daughter have. Great, let's do that. Okay, so how can you showcase that so your followers know what and why you're using things? Okay. Here are some really great examples of other coaches who are sharing versus selling. So Genevieve here, this is one of my favorite pictures of her. That's Energize. Does she talk about it? No. What is she talking about? How tired she was from running her mom to the airport for another flight to go have chemo. That's a great story, okay? But she still got her workout in despite those things because she's a coach, because it's her job, because of this community. Excellent share, okay? Haley Christian, right? She's talking about all the things. There was a hurricane in her town, but she's trying to stay sane, so she's staying on track with her program thanks to her pre-workout, right? She's talking about getting caught up on emails from coach applications, right? These are all great ways to share without like, you know, holding up a T20 step. You know what I mean? Like these are great shares, but subtly. And then Mandy right here, she's talking about my world would look a lot different if I never decided to coach. And then look it, she shares this entire post with us about why. Not a 2-sentence, I'm looking for 5 women to join me after she didn't share anything, right? If you want to be bold and say you're looking for X amount of women, which I do all the time, you need to tell us a story, right? Like before that, right? Coaching gave me a sense of purpose. I used to be extremely closed off and shy, but coaching has shown me the way to have courage and speak out. See, she's sharing from her heart. She's not trying to sell anything. And she's like, you can, you will, fill out my application, right? Like these are great examples of how to share, even though the intent is to sell you on something, but we don't know that. We're learning about them. We're learning about what they do, how they're overcoming, what is in it for me because what was in it for her, right? These are great examples. Here are some examples of what selling looks like. Okay, again, the Shakeology cup. Just in time, pumpkin spice for a limited. Let me know if you want some. Probably don't, okay? Collagen, right? Wow, like you posted a stock photo of collagen, like scroll right past. This collage just kills me. It's just, wow, it just turns me off in every single way. Like these are examples of why people don't want to be sold to on social media because of things like this, okay? But we have the opportunity to look very nice, like these ladies who every single person up here is selling something, but there's a good way to do it and a bad way to do it, right? So if you want people to join you, what can I learn about you? Why is this so important to you? Right? Tell me those things. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me how you used to feel. What used to keep you awake at night? Why are you so excited about life now? What are you pushing for? What kind of goals do you have now? Like, these are all things that people care about. If somebody got into college or got into a program or got a promotion or got their dream job or got pregnant or got married or got engaged or had a birthday or bought a house, everyone would be so excited for them based off of their excitement about that thing. So you are allowed to be excited about your coaching business and share that with people, because this is a legit business. So whether you open a restaurant or you open an online health and fitness business, it's the same thing. So you are welcome to share about that as much as you want. Just like the mom who has a newborn and takes 13 photos and literally not one of them is different, and they post all 13 because they couldn't decide which one was the best, she's allowed to do that. You're allowed to post whatever you want, right? Okay. So social media do's. Be consistent. Don't disappear, okay? Not now, not ever. Don't disappear. Every time you disappear for an extended amount of time, which I think a day is extended, okay, you're starting over. You lost everybody's trust. And I know that seems extreme, but it's the digital age. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay? Use the same filter every single time. I would invest in a preset. You can get cheap ones on Etsy. You can get more expensive ones on the internet. Whatever you want, you pick those, right? But get one, put it on all your photos so they look cohesive. Be positive, right? Not to say that every day is great. I have felt terrible all day today. It was my medicine day yesterday, but I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. I can still show up for my followers because it's my job. It's my job to do that, right? Okay. Be vulnerable. So if you want people to like, know, and trust you, you have to go below the surface. Not healthiest meal of the day. No, I have felt terrible today. When I take my medicine, my stomach hurts, I feel nauseous, but I love that Shakeology is the one thing that I can get into my system to know that I'm not going to get sick. And I know that I'm putting all the nutrients, vitamins, whatever, biotics into my body that I need. I'm so thankful that I found something that's so great for me and my daughter, and that I'm able to get this in on the days I don't feel like eating because I'm so nauseous from my medicine. Those are two different posts, right? Okay. One, you learned about me. You're probably interested on what medicine I'm taking. What is it for? You're probably like, hey, I know somebody, or I'm that person that I struggle with nauseous stuff from my medicine. What are you drinking? How will it benefit me? Maybe their mom, their sister, their brother, their husband, whatever, has that same thing. Maybe it could benefit them, right? I just added value versus saying healthiest meal of the day. Didn't share anything about myself or what I'm drinking or why, right? There's two different ways to share, okay? One adds value, one is a waste of time. Tell a story, okay? Get really good at saying more than the synopsis. So just like your teacher in school, you know, when you were like, the tree is red, and they're like, can you expand on that? And you're like, no, but really you can. Okay. The tree is red. It's in a field, and I'm so happy to be in this field because typically I would have been working my soul-sucking job, but now I'm free to be wherever I want, whenever I want, because I decided to be a coach, and I get to spend this time with my family out in this beautiful place. Okay? You can always expand on what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. And if you're not doing that, it's really hard for people to get to know you. Okay. So I have to assume that everybody on this team has thoughts and feelings. Can you share more of those with us? And again, you don't have to spill every skeleton in your closet. I'm not asking you to do that, but I am asking you to get a little vulnerable and go below the surface And again, remember, people don't like perfect. So it's not about being perfect. Nobody's perfect. I didn't even work out until 5 o'clock today. Like, what the hell was I doing? Okay. So like, nobody's perfect, but can you show me why it's important that you showed up still? I could have bagged it because said, I feel like shit. I want to die, right? No, I still did my workout. And it's not because I'm perfect. It's because it's important to me, to my mental and my physical health, right? Because I made a commitment to a program, to my challenge group, to my team, to my life, that I would do that. So can you share those things? Can we go below the surface, then healthiest meal of the day? All right. Show love to other accounts. So this probably gets forgotten a lot. We want all the likes. We want all the comments. We want all the people clicking on our polls. Are you showing that same engagement to other accounts? You want people to pay attention to you? Go pay attention to them. So worry less about being interesting and worry more about being interested in others. Okay. And I promise that what you give, you will get. So if you're out there liking, commenting, showing love, replying to stories, you will get those same things. And sometimes it takes a while to build up, right? But I promise it'll be so much more fun if you're doing those things. If you're engaging and having conversations and, sharing funny memes and laughing with people and doing all that, it's going to be so much fun. And that's part of our job. Like, how cool, right? And add to your network constantly, right? That's why that has been a challenge in our Diamond Push every single time, because people always think they're running out of people. You're never running out of people. You're running out of people that you're comfortable talking to. And that's what it is. You're never running out of people. Okay. I have almost 11,000 followers on Instagram. I probably haven't even talked to a third of them. And maybe you're like, well, I only have 200. Okay, let's get you moving on adding new accounts. Let's go find some places, some brands, some products that you love and go follow those people because you already have something in common with them, right? Do you love hiking? Go to your favorite hiking hashtag and go follow those people, okay? Do you love a certain baby product? Go to that product's page and go follow all those moms. Okay, do you love a certain skincare line? Go to that product's page and go follow those people. You already have something in common. When I had Chloe, I just went to the brands that we used the most and I followed all those moms. Okay, because we have something in common, right? So there's no shortage of people, just a shortage of people that you're comfortable talking to. So when people are like, I've used my warm market, I'm like, wow. So 4 people? That's insane, okay? By the time someone is 25, on average, that person knows 1,000 people. So most everyone on the team is over 25, not all. So until all of you have 1,000 customers and or coaches, you have not run out of people. Okay, you've just forgot about people. And just because they said no, that they're not used up. They're not used up ever. But they are not out of your market until they have said yes and joined you in some capacity. Till then, they're still on your follow-up list, right? Danielle Natoni says she follows up until someone buys or someone dies. So if they haven't bought and they haven't died, then you need to keep talking to them, right? Okay. And then invite people to join you. You can do all this stuff on social media and you might get a few people coming in here and there. But if you want to be able to consistently help people get started, you have to be brave and invite them to join you. Okay. If they're in your business, I say they're fair game. If they are following you, like a post or watch your story, it's fair game to invite them. Again, we don't decide for people. We let them decide. I don't know where these came from. These were just more really bad examples. So like this, unless it's by law, you should not have a private profile because how are people going to find you? I would not follow this person. Health and fitness coach, former Ball State gymnast. Okay, I would not follow her, right? This page to me, this does not look like a health and fitness coach. Okay. I see a lot of quotes, which I'm not into. I see a lot of kids. I don't see anything about health and fitness. These are all coaches, by the way. Okay. So this boot camp call to action post here, right? Like there's no reason to have 3 different photos, especially on Instagram. You can just do the swipe. So it didn't need to be a collage, right? Let's make it appealing to the eye. I'm looking for 5 ladies that want to be in my virtual workout gym and want to drop 1 to 2 dress sizes. You'll be provided with meal plans, and we'll set you up for fitness. Drop an emoji. I literally feel nothing reading that. I do not want to join this person. Okay. So I do think it's okay every once in a while to do a really bold out there invite. But other than that, like, can you tell me a story? What's working for you? Right? Tell me, let me relate to you. Okay. And then the last thing is presets. So I use the Nicole Digi presets. I formerly used the Alexa Jean presets. So good lighting is key. A preset, even a preset is useless if it's a dark and dingy photo, and if it's blurry, sorry, you're gonna have to take another photo. And it really sucks when you get the good one and it's blurry and you're like, well, that sucks. But you just can't use it. You have to take another one, okay? So change up your poses, change up your locations, but look at the difference in these before preset and after preset. It just makes everything lighter and brighter, more eye-catching. Not that they looked bad before, but they're just so much brighter with that, and it makes me want to stop and look at that. Self-timer on your iPhone is your best friend, okay? 3 seconds, 10 seconds, get a tripod and a ring light. They're $32 on Amazon, and I'm sure they have even cheaper ones, right? The new presets I use are Nicole Digi, D-I-G-I. I really like them. They were more the colors I was looking for. I liked the Alexa Jean, but they were just too muted for me, and I'm more of a bright, happy person. So I didn't like that it turned like all my pinks like orange. So I want pink to be pink, right? So make sure that you have a preset. If you don't, again, you can get cheaper ones on Etsy for like $4, $5. The Nicole Digi ones were a little bit more. But typically they have a 20% off coupon, but it just makes it more eye-catching, which especially on Instagram, you want people to stop, because if they don't stop, they're not going to read your stuff, and then they can't join you if they don't know that that's an option for them, right? Okay. So any questions, social media, branding, content, anything like that? You know, I've had people ask if, you know, I make up stuff in advance. I absolutely don't. You can if that works for you. I feel like I'm better off the cuff. I like to use, you know, inspiration of the day, whether it's from my personal development, whether it's from a message I got, good or bad, something the trainer may have said, something that I felt during my workout, you know, something great happening with the team, whatever it is. But if you're not inviting, if you're not reading personal development, if you're not doing your workouts, you're not going to be drawing inspiration from much, right? So, so you need to be doing your job as a coach in order to find that inspiration. You know, I've had people ask me, where do you think of this stuff? And I'm like, I got inspired because a message somebody sent me, you know? And so if you're inviting constantly, you're going to have objections. Every objection I get, boom, it's a post. Literally, if not that day, the next day. Because I want to tackle that objection. And of course, I never say, this girl Jennifer said, okay, roundabout, people will tell me, women will tell me, moms will tell me, right? Always a blanket statement whenever attacking people. And whenever putting objections out there on the defense, you know, moms will tell me they can't take 30 minutes a day. Like Stephanie had a fabulous post the other day based off of a mean message she got. And the comments flooded her post with support for her. Okay, smart. You want to put your objections out there in the world so you have less objections in your messages, right? Because if you can tackle it, that person can't give you that same objection because you've already taken care of it. And you're going to get the same ones over and over again. So you need to talk about that. You know, Katie on our team talks about the night she signed up, she didn't know how she was going to pay for it, but she knew she needed to do it, right? Because what do we get? Money, time, space won't work for me, all those things, boom, put it up there. You know, I stopped drinking Starbucks for 30 days so I could afford to get started with my coaching business. Whatever it is, however you made it work. I canceled cable so I could become a coach because I knew that working out and working towards being a happier, healthier version of myself meant more than watching another show. All of these are great things to share. So if you have real life experience, or you can draw experiences from your coaches, your clients, whatever it is, put those in posts so people can learn about those things. Okay, let's see. Good. Yeah. So we're always going to be improving. Oh, Candace, go ahead.
Can I ask a question about followers? So I've been really trying to like add people, and I've added like almost 500 in the last like 2 weeks, but I feel like only like 100 of them are following me back. And like I've messaged people, even if it's just like, hey girl, saw a couple pictures of your baby, like your kids are cute, and like nothing about Beachbody, just like random. Like some people follow me back, some people don't, but it's like obviously I would like them to follow me. So what's the easiest way to get all the people that I am following to follow me back?
I've found that the more you reply to their stories and or comment on their posts, some people do a lot of stories but don't post as much. But once you reply a couple times to their stories and they see like you're just a normal, nice person, a lot of them will start following you back. Like I swear, girl, I don't think we went to high school together, but we went to the same high school. She's a lot younger than me. Just started following me. And I swear we've been chatting on Instagram for like 3 years. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So, but I've just noticed a lot of people after a couple story replies or a couple comments, they'll see like, oh, she's really nice. You know what I mean? Like you're just there, lifting people up or,
Okay.
replying to their stories. They'll give you a follow back.
Okay.
Yeah. And if they don't, after a month, a 2 year, whatever, you can unfollow them if they don't seem to be reciprocating the relationship. But if there's somebody that you really like and you think you really would like to work with them, I would just keep showing up. You know what I mean? And hopefully they'll eventually follow you back and or at least respond to you.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool. Okay. And then I just had one more and I'll speed through this. I didn't mean to take so long on that last one. Okay. So as you may or may not know, we're shooting for a diamond retreat by the end of this month. I know we have a lot of new coaches on the team. Obviously 65 new coaches joined the team last month. So I want to just go over diamond, what it means and why you should be there. Okay. Doesn't matter if today's your first day as a coach, you should be a diamond coach in the next 60 to 90 days. Okay. All right. We're going to talk about what is diamond, why your rank matters, how you're going to maximize the compensation plan, and how to be the best coach you can be. Okay. So what is diamond? Beachbody has 18 different ranks. 18. Diamond is number 3. Okay. I had a GSR with a new coach the other day and she's like, so I kind of looked at the ranks, emerald and diamond. And she's like, so diamond's the top? Nope. It is not even close to the top, right? But we act like it's the hardest effing thing in the world. No, it is a little tiny pebble as you go up a huge mountain, right? Okay, so diamond's a 3rd rank in the company, but only 10% of coaches will ever achieve that. Why is that? I personally think that because it requires effort and time and consistency, people just give up, right? Because you sign 5 coaches and 2 go inactive and then 1 quits and you're back down to emerald and you're just like, okay, well, this is too hard to keep it going, right? It's not. You just need to be consistent in bringing in going emerald again every single month, and you will eventually become a diamond coach. Obviously, we're in a season of push. I've talked about this since January. This is a season of push. It won't feel like this every other month, right? But sometimes when you're shooting for big goals, you have to make some sacrifices to get to the place that you want to be, right? And not to say once you get there, you take your foot off the gas, but you won't have to push as hard, okay? So diamond is you and 8 coaches of your own, 4 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes 8 coaches. They have to be active. Notice that they're blue. Blue in Beachbody means active. Okay. active coach has paid their business fee and had a personal order go through their business center. 2 of your coaches need to be emeralds, and notice that it has to be 4 and 4 and 1 and 1. If both your emeralds end up on the same side, I'm sorry, you're not a diamond, okay? So make sure that you're strategically placing people if you have working coaches or you have a controlled account. So if somebody's like, I'm gonna kill this, I wanna get on your team, I probably wouldn't put them on the same side as your husband. Again, we never know what people are gonna do, but if someone is saying they want to work and they want to build a business, then I would put them on the opposite side of your controlled account. So you can make your husband an emerald, or a controlled account an emerald, and then you have that other emerald on the other side. Okay, so you need to recruit 8 coaches, 4 on each side. 2 of your coaches need to become emerald. Any questions on what makes a diamond coach? So that's 12 coaches. That's it. In the grand scheme of things, that's literally nothing. We have 400 and I think 16 coaches on the team now. I was going to do this math and I totally forgot. But so 416, and all you need is 12 coaches to be a diamond, and only 8 of them are yours. Okay. So emerald, you get 25% commission from retail sales. You get free and paid leads. You get volume banking, and you get a $14 team bonus cycle for every 300 points of volume you have. I'm going to skip Ruby because that doesn't really happen that often. When you advance to diamond, you get your commission. You always get your commission, right? You get free and paid leads, you get volume banking, but now your team bonus cycles are $18. So you just gave yourself a $4 raise going from emerald to diamond, okay? That's pretty cool, right? Most people work an entire year for a 50-cent raise. So you can give yourself a $4 raise just by helping other coaches get started, okay? You also get 10% matching bonus of your coaches that earn a team bonus cycle. It does not come off of their paycheck. You just get an additional bonus. So when my husband earns a $250 bonus each week, I get $25. Congratulations. You helped your coach. Here's some more money. Like, Beachbody is so generous. You just have to grow your business and open up that compensation plan if you want to earn more money, okay? Once you advance to Star Diamond, you still get the commission, always, free and paid leads, volume banking, $18, that's the highest the cycle goes. You still get the 10% matching bonus. Now you get coach leads, okay? So people that go to the website and sign up as coaches, they could be assigned to you. Like, that's a great day. That is a great day when Beachbody gives you a free coach, okay? You also are eligible for quarterly bonuses at 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star. And then you also get on-stage recognition at Summit, okay? So 10% of coaches go diamond. That's a really, really small number compared to how many coaches there are in the network, okay? But the more people you help, the more Beachbody rewards you. So there is literally no risk of growing your business, only rewards. And that's pretty exciting, right? Very, very, very exciting. Okay, so this is why the team matters. And obviously you guys know I am a cheerleader, so I put this in cheerleading terms. And I even used a cute picture of when these girls lifted my pregnant ass up. That was a little scary. I was like, I'm literally gonna crush you, okay? All right, so imagine you're hired to be a cheerleading coach. You show up the first day of practice and it's just you. Your gym owner tells you, okay, you have 2 options. You can be the team, or you can invite others to join your team with you. What would you do? I'm guessing you would get your butt out there and recruit some people to join your cheerleading team, okay? So we go emerald in 24 hours, great. Now your team, you guys can do a shoulder set or a thigh stand, okay? Then maybe you advance to ruby, okay. Now you can do some extensions. All right, now you go to diamond. Your possibilities are getting bigger and bigger, right? As we go. And now you advance to Star Diamond, you can win a championship because you have a team of people to help you and support you. And this is how you maximize the compensation plan. You invite other incredible women to do this alongside you. You're not promising anything, right? You're not putting these big claims out there. You're just inviting others. Hey, do this with me. I'm having a great time. This team of women I've joined are the best of the best. They're so sweet. I would love for you to do this with me. I would love for you to do this with me for 5 years. And it works pretty damn well. I don't promise anything. I know that I'm a very capable mentor. I know that if people are coachable and they listen to me, they can build a successful business. I'm aware of that. But I don't promise anything. I'm just like, come do this with me. It's literally changed my life. And it's truth, right? They can see in my stories, they can see in my post how this has been life-changing beyond financial, right? Okay. So you want to grow a team because you don't want to do this alone. It's really not fun. Okay. So this is the classic diamond. I think a lot of people think they're going to get to diamond and like money is going to come raining from the sky. I know I did. That's not the truth. But when you get to diamond, again, you get that $4 raise and now you have more opportunity to earn more money should you choose to help your coaches. So this is like a classic diamond, right? You have your 4 coaches, 2 of them are emerald, but for the most part, these are discount coaches. And how I know they're discount coaches is because they have 90 PV, which means they all just order Shakeology. They don't help people with things. So if that's what you have, which is what most diamonds are, I want to put that out there. I want to put that out there that this is what most diamonds, when they first come to inception, look like. And that is 1,000,000,000% okay. We have to get out of this, I only want business builders and none of my team wants to do anything. Like, that is bad energy. You have to get rid of it. You have to be okay with discount coaches because they're the most loyal people and they support you. And that means the world. You can't control what other people do. So if somebody wants to order Shakeology every single month at a discount, you flip and let them, but you don't let it stop you from going out there and helping other people who do want to build a business. You let your discount coaches be discount coaches. At any time, they can decide, hey, I want to do what you're doing. Stephanie Noble has been a discount coach on our team since 2018. And now here she is with 6 coaches. Okay? At any time, they can decide they want to build a business. But if somebody wants to order Shakeology from you every single month, you let them. And you just don't worry about it. It doesn't mean you're a bad leader. You just have to be really realistic about the small number of people who are actually going to build a business. Okay? But nothing is stopping you from helping others get started. Okay, so this is what you're wanting. And it might not look like this. You might have a lot more than 8 coaches when it looks like this, right? But this is the possibility. You start helping your coaches hit Success Club, they're at that 500 PV mark. Okay, you just went from a $54 team bonus cycle to, if all your coaches are hitting 500 PV, to $485, right? And there's most definitely going to be more than 8 coaches on your team when that happens, okay? But this is the possibility, but only once you get to diamond, right? If you're an emerald and you have 2 coaches on your team bonus cycle is not going to be $485. Okay, you're going to need more coaches. Even if you're in a fantastic spot and you have 1 billion points of volume coming through, you still have to match it on the other side, which means you're going to need more than 1 coach over there. Okay, but this is the possibility. And it just grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? The more you help people get started, the more you help them see the value in what we do, in our products and our programs and our groups and our team, the more likely those people are to get moving, which only serves you, right? So the more you can help people, the more you help yourself. So the more you help others, the stronger your business is. So in a perfect world, it would be great if every single person who signed up went emerald. They don't. But this is a dream, right? So you can build a very successful business with not a ton of coaches. So please don't ever confuse that I'm saying you need to bring on 100 coaches every month. You going emerald every single month is a great metric. Helping at least 2 new coaches get started every single month is a great metric. If you want to build faster, you do that. but we need to start setting those metrics of Success Club and Emerald again every single month if we want to start seeing the success that we're desiring. Okay. All right. So how to be the best coach. Your job is to work on you. I think we forget that. Your job is to be proof that the products work. Follow a program from start to finish. Eat more good than bad. Drink your Shakeology every single day, right? Commit to a program and Shakeology, not just when you feel like it. Because the same way you're only going to get the results that you put in with your business, it's the same with your fitness. If you just show up whenever you want and you don't follow a program and you just willy-nilly and you're like, oh, I didn't feel like doing that today, I'm going to do Shanti instead of this. No, they spend millions and millions of dollars putting these programs together, testing them on people. Follow it from start to finish. If you're not in love with it, I give you permission to switch a program, but don't bounce around because that doesn't teach people anything. And you, again, are adding value to people by teaching them how to have a sustainable, healthy lifestyle, okay? And share that every day with your followers. Like I said in the beginning, if you're a brand new coach, I should see your journey from start to finish with whatever program you're doing, at least for that first one. Go find new people to connect with and don't decide for people. I had a newer coach like, I can't think of anybody that would want to do this. I'm like, okay, well, that's insane. But you need to not decide for people. You just ask them and you let them decide. And then participate with the team. Participate with your challenge group, whether you run your own or whether you participate in the Lemon Loft. Show up in there. Don't put people in the Lemon Loft and then you never post in there. Not cool. Okay? If you want your customers to turn into coaches, you need to be in that boot camp every single flipping day, showing up and setting the example for them because they're going to lead by your example. So if you don't show up, why the heck would they show up? Okay? So whatever boot camp you're in, yours, mine, whoever's, show up. That's part of your job. And use the same picture that you're using for your posts. So you don't have to take separate pictures or waste any time. Put your picture in there, drop what workout you did, how you felt, whatever, call it good. But you need to be present in your boot camp if you want your customers and coaches to be present in the boot camps. And allow this opportunity to change your life. Don't get in your own way, okay? Don't say it's too overwhelming. Just let it change your life. So good teams are made up of people who want to be the best they can be. I assume everybody on this call wants to be the best they can be. You're committed to the mission of the team. Our mission in this moment, we have bigger missions, but our mission in this moment is to go to Disneyland in May and have the freaking time of our lives, okay? And you will not regret pushing for this goal. Not everyone might hit it. That is a fact. I try to go diamond again every single month, 8 new coaches, 2 new emeralds. I only had 1 new emerald last month. So should I quit? Should I say February was a failure? Absolutely not. Sometimes we set big goals and we don't hit them. But if we work as hard as we can and we get close, that's a success. That's not a failure. So I helped 10 new coaches get started last month and I had 1 go emerald. I would call that a flipping wild success. I wouldn't say, well, I didn't go diamond again, so I'm a loser, I'm a failure, I'm just going to quit, I'm just going to give up. You just can't have that attitude anymore, okay? Own your mistakes, and you need to be determined to prevent them from happening again. So this is why I tell you, when you get to diamond or when you get to emerald, you don't stop. You keep going emerald again and helping people get started, because that's what I did. I got to diamond and then I stopped. And I was like, okay, I got to make all these people diamond. And then I stayed stuck at diamond for a year and a half. Okay? I don't want that for you. I want you to continue to grow and build your team and your paychecks and your confidence to grow. Okay? You're willing to make sacrifices to help the team win. This is a team effort. It's 15 or nothing. So are you willing to stay up a little later, to wake up a little earlier, to get your invites done? Are you willing to put your ego to the side and send the message again? to put the post out there again, to put another call to action, to talk about it on your stories again. Because again, probably a large portion of people don't see the stuff you put up or listen to stories with sound on. So they have no idea that you're pushing for a diamond retreat. So you have to say it again and again. All right. They are competitive and challenge their teammates to get better. When you push and then you show up in the Biz Collab page and show that you're pushing, you motivate other coaches to push too. When nobody shows up, lets everybody off the hook. Okay. You recognize strengths and weaknesses and work together to leverage everyone's strengths and offset their weaknesses. So everyone's at different places in their business. Some people went into the diamond push just needing the emerald. Some went in as a coach with no coaches, right? But we have all had the same opportunity to grow and invite these last 8 weeks, right? So you determine the pace of your business, and you do that by your effort. All right. And then you understand your need to improve never ends. So we never know it all. We're always growing. We're always learning. I say I probably hop on at least 4 Zooms a week to learn and grow, to be a better coach, to be a better leader, to be a better mentor, to be a better me. Okay. So we never know it all. And then they celebrate their teammates' success. When somebody gets shouted out in the team page, are you commenting and being like, you go girl? Or are you being like, ugh, good for her, and not saying anything, right? Remember, you don't have to unscrew another woman's light bulb to shine. There's room for all of us to shine. And I hope that you realize that. There is no shortage of success. And the place where it's really crowded is Coach and Emerald and Success Club Zero. There is a lot of room up at Diamond and Star Diamond, okay? And we can all be there together. But we have to push and keep pushing together. We cannot give up on this dream. Okay, I'm in it with you. I'm in the trenches. I'm pushing every single day with you guys. So if you need help and you feel like you're struggling, have you reached out to your upline? Have you reached out to your diamond buddy? Have you reached out to me? Somebody is available to help you. And I want to see everybody succeed. I know we're over about 4 minutes, but I just want to remind you that nobody else does this. There are not coaches in the network that take non-PS on diamond retreats on their dime. And I freaking will bet you everything I have on that. It does not happen. I'm doing this because I love this team so much, and I want to celebrate us together and have an amazing time, an amazing retreat, because we worked so hard, okay? And it's going to feel hard. You have to know that. But it's really not. Again, I was in college for like 300 years, and now I'm like, oh, well, it wasn't that hard, right? I had a baby, and it was not great, okay? And now I'm like, whatever, that's fine. Once you get through something, it doesn't seem that hard. It just seems hard in the moment. But just stay positive, and I know that you can do it. Even if it feels like it's so far, crazier things in this business have happened. People have done harder and crazier and needed more coaches and more emeralds than we need right now to make this happen. I promise you that. But we have to decide to do it together. Okay? Any questions, comments, concerns?